If PewDiePie can do it, then so can I!
What? He tanked it! What the fuck? What? Edit that out, 9-year-old. No one has to know.
That's right. 0 deaths because Gregory did not count as a person. Okay, we are back. Look at this. Look at this. Oh man, I like not having to see it. I'm not gonna name names, but I like not having to see it. This community is about to get deleted because we're done with the chemistry video. Votes are in. It is 226. Yes, I've been playing Terraria lately. I like games that involve a lot of learning in it. Anyways, the votes are in. It was 26 yays versus 2 nays. So the show goes on with overwhelming favor. I have come up with a plan as a result of this. This is the episode that we really need to do some damage. Not to the zombies, but we need to do damage to the traitor, Gregory. I told you that in the last episode, in episode 4, he was secretly a zombie all along. So what happened is he just returned to his people. He was waiting to betray us. He was a zombie the whole time, and now he's got the BFG, and now in his zombified form, because he's one of these brand new types of Zeds that Undead Labs hasn't added yet to the game. They've stealth added it in rare quantities. He's going to come and try to take his revenge on the community. Fortunately, the BFG is out of ammo. But he could still beat us across the head with it.
Hey, you guys willing to meet up? I think we can do each other some good.
The first thing we're going to do, though, is we need to be ready for the attack of Gregory. Gregory's revenge. We have to be ready for it. I'm not taking any chances. So we're going to rearm and send a different character into the field. Probably... So, Ladislaw... Is that really his name? Is it really Ladislaw? To me, that name just doesn't roll off the tongue very well. So we're going to go with Xavier. And Xavier, it's time to call in the solution to our Gregory problems. This is it right here. The solution to it all.
We need new blood around here, and we think Red Talon's the right place to look for it. What do you say?
Absolutely. We have a nearby agent who will respond shortly to your request.
Yes, that's right.
We found a location for our clinic, but the zombie situation...
Out with the old,
Help us out?
out with the people who are holding us back, and in with the new blood. Yes, that's right. Out with Gregory, and in with a new character, a new... I guess I don't have any strong painkillers. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We're gonna equip... Where's my grass cutter at? This one isn't too banged up. Let's go ahead and spend the 10 repair... the 10 parts to repair it. I feel like we might be able to install some stuff. CNC mill? I don't think we need to grind anything down. Bolt cutter. Or bolt crafter, rather. We need to do that.
I've got an issue over here. Can you come help us out?
Oh, yes. So out with the people who are holding us back, and in with the people who are going to pull their weight. It's time to get Kilgore. What a name. He's even got a cool name. I mean, come on, Kilgore. That's the same name as that guy from... What do you call it? I can't even think of it now. I'm drawing a huge blank. Oh, I guess it automatically puts it inside. Yes, it does. Ah, what's that game called? That fighting game. Killer Instinct. There's an enemy in... not an enemy. There's a character in Killer Instinct that you can play. And his name is Kilgore as well, so... He's got a better name right off the bat. We're paying to win. As I said, it's out with the old and in with the new. A mouth that is worthy of the 1.5 food per day.
Put up much of a fight.
Got zombies attacking again already. The day has just started too, like, the day has literally just begun. It's all good though. Because we're back in it. We're gonna be stronger than ever now that the community is gonna be more optimized.
See you alive.
Oh, or not. Back in the vehicle. Okay, so we have a juggernaut. That's a problem. You know what we're gonna do? We can get that guy anytime we want, and I believe if we drive far enough away, the game will no longer simulate combat in that area. So what we're gonna do is drive back to where we came from, drive back to over here, to our base and defend against that attack. But we can recruit that guy anytime we want. I don't think there's a time limit. If there's a time limit, then we'll find out if there's a time limit. I can always go get more prestige points. We're gonna go back when it's safe. We're gonna go back when it's safe.
I never doubted that plan for a second.
Rebar deposit, that's very good. We can dismantle that, since it's not an insanely good weapon. But it is worth, I think, something like 18 parts. Decent density of zombies out there. I feel like I should repair this vehicle again. Like, it just feels like one of the car doors will fall off at any moment.
I know this looks bad, but we have to fight him off.
Had a suggestion from Six Gun Symphony to basically use our positional advantage a bit more. I would, but I feel like maybe we could with the... Well, we don't actually... Damn, we don't have a weapon that shoots the 5.56 rounds. The problem is we're just so low on ammo that I'm just really in a conservationist mentality at the moment.
The base is under attack! Damn zombies!
This should be a normal-sized attack. Yeah, this is just a standard attack, so... Unless the din of combat, there's your vocabulary word for the day, din. Unless the din of combat attracts even more trouble than we currently have, it should be fine. Let's quickly get this part going. I'm still working with my controller that has the damaged left bumper. I found that if I press inwards to the controller, it tends to still work. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the pieces needed to repair it. I'm gonna get the security screwdriver, because the screws on a controller have a unique head. So I'm gonna get the screwdriver and then the replacement parts, because the Elite controller costs $150. It's quite expensive, and the only thing that's wrong with it is the rubber has peeled off, which that's not a big deal. I think it actually would have been better without the rubber, because... But one, the rubber would never have had a chance to peel off, and I don't really feel like it gives me a better sense of grip. Like, oh no, the controller is gonna fly out of my hands if I don't have the rubber grip, so... I just ripped it off when it started coming off, and I think it works better. It either works better, or it's exactly the same, with no appreciable difference. So, Juggernaut still there, as you can see. Can we call in Cleo fire support? Soon, but not yet. Let's burn an infestation in the meantime. Okay. Okay. How many infestations do we got? 1, 2... We got 4? Let's just destroy all of them. Oops, I did not want to do that. I did not want to switch to that knife. I wanted to put the knife in here. And I think I'm going to use the bolt crafting tool so we can see it now. There we go. The improved bolt crafting, last on the list, makes more bolts. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So we're making 40 standard bolts and 60 light bolts. And I believe you originally got 20 bolts, so I believe we are doubling. You might have gotten 30. But I believe you got 20. I can't remember exactly. But either way, we're either getting 10 more or 40 more. So let's go ahead and hit that. Looks like we made another weapon, so that'll be more stuff that we can scrap. Materials, not too big of a deal, because we learned that there's that huge industrial district. I mean, look at all these warehouses. Warehouses. Look at all these warehouses. All I know is I see tons of warehouses. This is probably gonna be a shorter episode, because, like, the chemistry video is really eating up my time, and I've got a lot of stuff to still do. Maybe we won't destroy this specific infestation, since that's close enough for the feral to continue chasing. Triple ferals in the area. Let's continue moving on then. Oh man, thank God we didn't flip over. Let's get this one that's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Let's run these 3 screamers over real quick. Going quiet. I think what I'm gonna do is shoot one of them, and the new sound of him being shot will distract them. Let's throw it right onto the porch. If I had thrown the artillery marker, it probably would have landed right there. Alright, now we gotta keep our head on the swivel to make sure none of them attracted to the noise accidentally encounter us. Come on, open the door. Like, don't just go out the windows. Let them gather a little... Oh, there's all 3 of them. You see how accurate I am with the fuel bombs? Like, that stupid signal marker, it just didn't travel anywhere. Still 6 of them in there. We want to check the back of this van as well. Ugh. If that didn't kill her? Okay. What's this zombie just running around in a circle for? What is she doing? Leading the shots. Leading the shots. Let's loot this real quick, because it could be fuel. Got a guy who's curious over there.
It's useful, I guess.
There was coffee in the fuel. Wow. Give me the bolt. Thank you. Okay, that's one down. Okay, now we can call in this, have it on standby. Wait, what am I doing? I was gonna check the trunk. Oh yeah, and there's a bandage in it. Wait, I see more bolts. Wait, no, oh no, it was the coffee tricked me. I thought the flash of the coffee was a bolt. Or a lootable item indicator, rather.
I think we're gonna be okay for a while.
Don't worry, Ladislaw. We are gonna be okay. It's not gonna be a problem. I really don't like that guy's name. It's like... The syllables, like Ladislaw, like, it just doesn't roll off the tongue very well. There's gonna be someone in the community whose name is like Ladislaw. Yeah, you don't think my name is very good? Well, screw you. That's what's going to happen. We got the double juggernauts there, but they're not close enough to our objective to matter. Okay, let's activate it.
You've got people who can do that?
To kill his jug the somewhat old-fashioned way.
Another job done.
Okay. Paying to win a little bit.
I got you, fam.
Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, it's hacking. I believe that's like the really good one. So I believe hacking is the basically a Red Talon exclusive 5th skill that enables him to add an additional outpost for free. So typically the best you could do is have 6 outposts. That would be with a level 3,
Freak spotted.
what do you call it? A level 3 command center, and then let's just run these guys over. Engine is doing decently, even though the rest of the vehicle's beat up. Anyways, with a level 3 command center and then the +2 outpost mod, I think it's the network radar, the network signal, the network something. It would allow you to have 6, but with this guy we could have 7. I believe that's how it works. Let's get this guy back to the base though and see.
Good to have you on the team.
Word.
I hope this arrangement works easy. It's not. You're right, Xavier. It's not easy to trust people, but fortunately, we were able to get some more trustworthy people, I think. We've got Dead Zone Runner. I did a tour running supplies in areas where vehicles and comms couldn't reach. More light carry capacity. Comms Engineer. He got practices at the range, faster shooting skills. So he eats more food. So he basically has double the food consumption, so food is going to be a bigger deal. Fortunately, we did take an outpost that involves the consumption of food. Red Talon Contractor, you know, obviously a reduction in standing, but once his standing is maxed, it doesn't really matter. So here it is. Knowledge of computers, knowledge of programming, so he's basically the same as a level 7 programmer, and then he has the passive benefit of 1 outpost in addition to that. So there we have a 3rd outpost, even though we're at, this is the level 1 command center, you can tell because I can't add a mod to it. So I think I want to capitalize on it even further. Let's just upgrade this to level 2, because we do have the radio beacon that would allow us to get even a 1 more outpost. And that should allow us to neutralize some of our resource problems. Look at that, the garden's giving us +5. Let's make sure everything was active on the garden. Yeah. And this guy, even if we were having trouble with food, like just being able to add +1 food on his own, that's already pretty darn good. Let's go ahead and put this away. And let's go get some more bolts. We used the bolts a little more than I wanted to, or perhaps it's more accurate to say we didn't salvage many bolts. And now let's go deal with the rest of those infestations. I really don't like it when the infestations start to make too many gains on me. And while it's certainly true that people said, well, can't you just ignore the infestations? You can. But I find the problem to be if a mission is generated near an infestation, it causes a problem to have like 2 to 3 screamers nearby, or just having zombies with enhanced hearing that could just wander into the mission area. Also, if you ignore them, they begin to spread. They will begin to inhabit other nearby buildings that were previously uninhabited, and then the problem just continues to grow and grow and grow. So I think it's a pretty good idea, especially if you can remove them efficiently. Just past the bolt I saw. Let me drive a little bit in the wilderness. I feel like there are less zombies in the wilderness. Maybe, like, it could just be superstition, but I feel like the game prioritized the generation of zombies near roads and whatnot. Like, basically, I think the game prioritizes the generation of zombies in areas that the survivor would logically be at. Xavier, definitely not a swordmaster. Okay, once again, let's get this close to the porch and try to get them to open the doors so the screamers will come through. Head swivel to make sure that the zombies do not become attracted to the firecrackers from behind us and we're not aware of it. But it doesn't look like that'll be the case. There's one screamer there. Don't want to wait too long for them to disperse, so we're just going to toss it in. Stop him from screaming. Look how long the screaming radio, the waves are. So even the zombies over there heard it. Was that a kill hit? Yes, it was. Let's not waste more bolts than is necessary. We were hoping to see the screamers come out. I was hoping that they would bash the door down. We'll snipe him, that'll make a noise, maybe that'll continue to make them want to come out. Apparently we killed a second... We either killed a second screamer or the house only had two to begin with. I saw a silhouette. Definitely not a screamer though, screamers don't have arms. Make sure we're not walking into zombies. Wait, is that him right there? Nope, regular zombie. We may have to throw another firecracker. Where is the screamer at? I really would prefer to find him without them screaming again because we got more zombies just in the general area. There he is. No wonder we couldn't find him. Did they hear that? No, they didn't. No double headshot. They still have not heard it. That should be the last one right there.
Okay, I don't think we need to worry about infestations for a while.
Not salvaging a lot of bolts. I wonder if Undead Labs reduce the recovery rate of bolts in Nightmare Zone as well, because I feel like our bolt recovery rates are just lower than normal. One. And check inside real quick. So we did shoot a bolt or two inside. Let's grab some stuff while we're here and might as well make it... Try to make it worth it. You never know what you're gonna get in these, like, typical residential homes. Seeds. Oh, there's an Xbox. The OG original Xbox.
Oh, look. More nothing.
Let's take a look. Very dusty, obviously, since the outbreak has been out for a while. Or maybe they just never bothered to dust their Xbox. This could be promising. Look at this metal locker. Metal safe, rather. Or it could contain parts. I mean, I'm not super upset to see parts, but still kind of a letdown from a locker. Seeds. Let's look for the final one. Maybe this room? We've searched the whole house, so could be on the front. Ah, fuel.
We may want to thin out the infestations around here.
Gosh, more infestations. Just want to kill it and be done with it. Just get rid of all those infestations and be on top of it. Okay, where did it pop up? This area is really dangerous because, I mean, look at the density of freaks, density of hordes, just a lot of stuff here, and even though there's no... This one spawned really close to us. Okay, so it looks like we need to clean up home, basically. Oh god, that's a feral. Where'd the car go? The game is really just generating enemies really close to us lately. And this feral is just going wild right now. How many of... Is there multiple ferals? Is it a feral horde? Doesn't look like it.
Got a screamer in the area.
Where are they going? Like, the movement of the zombies always seems so strange. I wanted to go faster, but we've got this particularly dangerous horde right next to the vehicle. So we're gonna have to go slow. If I can kill the feral, we'll be fine. But he's running around like a maniac for what I would consider no apparent reason. I've got an idea. What if we shoot the bloater and then throw a really long one? Because it's explosive. Ah, I missed him. Ah, there we go. There we go. Once again, I can judge the accuracy when the throwing distance is normal, unlike that stupid signal flare. If you haven't noticed, it's gonna take a little while for me to get over that signal flare. Very effective, though. As you can see, having a bloater in the midst of your horde doesn't always... It's not always a good thing. Not always a good thing. Alright, let's head back. These screamers aren't bothering anyone. We'll let them live. Or, I guess, not live? Oh, they all dodged it. They watched The Matrix enough times. Every now and then you get lucky, though, and you get to run a free feral over. I don't know about a feral horde, though. Screamer screams. You know what? Oh, I wonder if those are actually part of that. Because they're outside of it, I wonder if those were actually the screamers attached to that infestation, so let's just go ahead and run them over. Nope, he watched The Matrix, too. That will at least get them out of the building, which is fine. The Matrix 2. That could be The Matrix TOO, or maybe The Matrix 2 TWO, as in The Matrix Reloaded. Okay, there's the Screamer. This is a young infestation, so it should only have one. Let the Screamer get a little closer. Good enough. Screamer's so calm. Like, did you see him just, like, burning there? So, like, well. Oh, well. That's kind of how he acted.
About time someone like Red Talon brought back law and order around here.
Law and order. That didn't count as a headshot even though it went through his helmet? Is that a feral? It sure looks like one. He turned! He turned at the exact moment! And then he moved randomly. Why are they doing this to me? Just stay still and let me shoot you! How's my shot? There we go. I knew once he roared, he would be immobilized temporarily. That's just the way ferals work, and take the snapshot. That one didn't count as part of the infestation? This game.
Got some quality stuff to trade. Anybody interested?
Let's just take the rest of these guys out.
Okay.
No, you
I
don't.
think we need to
You're
worry
doing
about
fine.
infestations for a while.
See if we can find a bolt or two. Using up a lot of ammo for our bolts. We need to be a little more... Although at the same time we are cleaning up the infestations, we are investing our ammunition in it. Do I have snacks? Yes, I do. I'm gonna go on foot for this one. Or am I? It's 170 meters away. I think I'll go on in the vehicle. Did this guy get promoted yet? Oh, wow. His standing rewards are not the best. Maybe it's the Red Talon guy giving us that standing penalty. Not sure if it applies to everyone or just him. We're also removing the freaks slowly, but steadily. That isn't really my goal, though, since obviously the game doesn't take the game long to just make some more of them. I believe those guys will leash.
I'm not getting out to push.
That's not good. Abort! Abort! Make sure we don't run anyone over if possible. Abort! Abort! Had the bloater tripped, I heard it. Let's not park too close to it like I normally do. Look at all these guys. Where are they coming from? Just give it a break. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Got him with the head stomp. Who's next? Get the head stomp. Oh. That's how you save parts. Okay. Put some of this stuff back in. Pull some more bolts out. Upgrade to Command Center level 2 complete. Let's go ahead and install the signal antenna. That's probably called the network signal antenna, or the network antenna. No, you don't. How's the damage on this weapon looking? 16, moderate damage. I'd say it's about 50%. I take it we don't have any Oh, yes, we do. Get this vehicle back up and running. It actually took quite a bit of engine damage. We ran through a few zombies before it actually required repairs, so that wound up pretty good. So we still got... I don't remember where that feral horde was. Zombies. One of these hordes... So, the feral hordes, they just get marked like this, like the zombie horde. They don't tell you whether it is unless you look at them. And these ones here are not giving us the actual zombies that are attached to the horde, so... Not sure which of these is going to have that dangerous team of ferals. Conehead zombie over there. They had a Plants vs. Zombies reference in the first game as well. Where can we drive that would be somewhat safer than this? Let's hit this that screamer. Maybe from over here? I'm hoping that some of the other zombies would leash. Take the sample, and then we'll bring this guy down. So I can see sound waves coming out of the building, which means they're trying to bash the door out, which is good because then we'll be able to see the screamers. We might not even need to use any firecrackers in that case. That guy might see us, so I'm probably going to pick him off. So what I'm going to do is shoot one of them to make a sound. Hopefully that'll draw them out. Interesting. I wish this fence wasn't in the way. Wait, there's one of them. There's both of them. Right there. Is this wall too tall for them? Let's deal with these guys over here. We can loot this shed too. It could have... this stone. Got him that time. He's gonna hear it though. We're gonna have to take him. He's gonna see it. And now we gotta take him. They heard it, so we're gonna leave. And go around. These guys are still doing what they were doing, just kind of lollygagging. We'll take the shot on this guy. I can't help but wonder how many bolts we would be saving if we did not have one of the crossbows that had the arrow penetration. Because I believe that contacting the environment has a lower rate of recovery than if it stays inside the zombie's body. I could be wrong on that, but I'm just kind of bothered by the lack of bolt recovery. Making good gains. Xavier doing a pretty good job. You know, he's supposed to be a simple farmer, but he's doing a good job. You know, Xavier isn't bothered by the loss of the treacherous Gregory. Xavier, he's doing great. I actually know a guy at my local health food store named Xavier. Not sure if it's spelled the same way. Arts, that place was junk. And we can't loot that place because apparently it was flagged as... So it looks like we did actually run the Screamer over. That was attached to that group. So they were just chilling kind of on the corner. We do have snacks in the event we have to run. I might just try to destroy them. Come here. What's our skills up? Man, he's assassinated a few zombies. I'm surprised that his witch skill hasn't gone at least to 1 star. He's tired, though. You know what? I'm gonna go against my judgment here. Instead of continuing the mission, we're just gonna go in the car and get back.
I'm exhausted.
Like, we have had some mishaps. The plague jug. Too far to make a difference, though. If Xavier learned resourcefulness, that would be amazing. Heard a feral. Probably gonna leash, though. Okay, let's go. Let's let the Ritalin guy do some work before I close the show out. Because like I said, I gotta close this one out a little sooner.
We're making too much damn noise around here. You're gonna wake the dead.
I'm afraid we don't have a choice in that matter. We are just gonna have to make more noise, because we cannot put a... What weapon is he gonna guard the base with? Reliable saw-off? Yep, put this back. Pull out just some whatever weapon. I wonder what Kilgore came with for equipment. He came up with the RTX Rampart and the RTX Crusher. Very logical equipment for him. Oh, this has a scope on it. Unfortunately, it uses the exotic, the hollow point rounds, the 44 caliber Magnum hollow point rounds, which is quite an exotic ammunition, so... That's not going to be something that... I mean, he can guard the base with it, but there's no way we're going to be using that.
Start looking for a better home, or at least a bigger one.
We will be doing that once we... Here's another Cleo-based weapon, firebombs. They differ from other weapons in that they don't leave a fire on the ground, they just ignite things and immediately disappear afterwards. What's our prestige at? 300? Oh, man, that means I gotta grind more. Not looking forwards to that. So we just have this one infestation left. Let's go do a mission. Wandering Traitor. Let's bring the Bloater Plague Clouds just in case he's a Gregory type and wants to rob me. We'll bring those. That's good enough. So, one person asked me, why don't I use Red Talon guys anymore? It's because you can't see their faces. It just really bothers me that I can't see their faces. I think you can get the non-mask looking guys, but I don't know. I just prefer... I like the survivors who just seem like a ragtag bunch. Maybe I would add one into the group just to have that one guy there, just like, what the heck is this Red Talon operative here? But generally speaking, I like the really random... Well, actually, I think I want to refuel the vehicle. A lot of people think those are like really silly things, but... As I said, I don't find the game to be difficult enough for me to, like, play in an extremely, like, totally optimized manner. Even in the Nightmare Zone, even if someone dies periodically, like, we're never going to be in danger of actually losing the community, so, like, I'm allowed to make some of these less efficient decisions just to make the community more the way I like it, because... Like, okay, if you've read any of the little dialogue boxes in my other videos, you'll see that my custom community name is Attractive People Only, and like that's just a huge thing for my Standard Zone community, is all I do is recruit people who have like cool looking models and whatnot, and I'll recruit people if I have to, temporarily, and then I'll just kick them out once I find a more attractive version of them. And like my community always has like the maximum luxuries available. Like they live in like the land of excess. Like they've got like Xbox, they've got like all these crazy things, like they can play in like the lounge, they got the awesome Red Talon officers' quarters, and I just like to imagine this idea that in the desperate, doomed zombie outbreak, you've got this community of people that their main concern is to make like a zombie resort, basically. Wow, he chose a really not so great area to be in. Let's try to drive over here, maybe the leash. Apologies if you don't understand some of the terminology, like leashing. That's an MMO term. Leashing refers to if you get the attraction of an enemy who's chasing you. It's when their programming kicks in where they no longer want to chase you and then they want to go back. That literally went through him. Okay, they heard that, so this guy might actually die. And you know what? That's fine, because I'm gonna hide and let him fight them. And the reason I'm not going to help, got a plague art right there. These are probably the plague hordes, but if I stop hearing shooting, then we'll go in and chat. Not hearing any freak zombies, which is nice. Sounds like he's using a really low-powered pistol. Oh, sounds like he's not doing too good. Sounds like a pharaoh might have got him. Oh, he's dead. Rip. Now, I know some people would have said, oh no, you should have helped him. Maybe he was selling something good. You know, maybe he was, but... there will be other people who sell good things. There will be other people who sell good things. Oh, man. Well, that's probably going to do it for this episode, then. Because I got to get back to polishing up chemistry video and preparing. Maybe we'll get... did he watch The Matrix? Yep, he watched The Matrix. I don't want that bolt. That guy's still following me? No, he's not. Really? Why didn't that hit? What's his... you know what I didn't check is what his melee skill is. Okay, let me check his skills one more time. Okay, so prowess... it gives us... is there anything interesting? We get the flying strike. We get the throw zombies harder, so that's the throw part of powerhouse. We get the flying strike, which is the part of... what was that? Let's just get the bolt. Where was it? And then we'll go inside and review his skills. Okay, there it is. Review his skills and safety. So the ones I saw is he gets the harder throw, which is one of the skills from Powerhouse. Too bad he didn't get the drop kick. The drop kick is very good against ferals in one-on-one combat. He got the flying strike. That's a skill from The acrobatics.
Hey, how's it going?
Okay, now we can actually, let's actually take a look at what he got. So we got the reduced fall damage. That is from acrobatics again. Melee stamina cost reduction. That is from discipline.
Raise right now.
Fatigue severity is from marathon. But that's basically that. Wits. So he just has a normal everyday wit skill. He has a normal everyday fighting skill, but he has a Red Talon shooting skill, warfighting. We get, oh nice, he gets, well, I can't do it without a target, but... Snap to targets while aiming, that's the gunslinging main skill. All bullets pierce enemies, so he also has... What's it called? The main effect from sharpshooting. Clear jammed firearms in the field, so he's got the main feature of weapons handling. And the 83% reload speed, that is the same effect from gunslinging. He's got the firearm sway reduction. That's what you get from either gunslinger or sharpshooting. Same with the recoil. That's also either from gunslinger or I'm getting, you know what I'm talking about. And then the reduction in durability loss, and that is the one from weapons handling. So he's kind of got like some of the skills from all of them combined into one. And obviously that makes him like extremely... He's very powerful as a result of that. But I don't think they're necessary. They're cool, they're powerful, especially if you get... Let's go over it again. Especially if you get hacking. Knowledge of computers, knowledge of programming, plus the additional outpost. That's quite strong. Let's have him defend the base with his pistol. The RTX Rampart. What's it say? When a Red Town officer approached her squad's armorer with a request for a handgun with stopping power to handle the biggest zombie threats, this was the result. A modified Vulture 44 features full auto fire, a quick reload magazine, a short-range optic. Some punster dubbed it the Juggernaut, but so far the name hasn't stuck. Obviously, since it's called the RTX Rampart. Looks like the meme failed. The meme failed. What does this one say over here? RTX Crusher, a heavy reinforced breaching hammer issued to Red Talon forces whose work demands a nigh indestructible zombie fighting kit. Very good knockdown. Great durability. Decent lethality, especially for a blunt weapon. Ease of use is pretty good as well. Impact, I'm not sure what impact does. Impact and knockdown, they sound like they would do something pretty similar to me. And speed isn't bad. This actually is a pretty good melee weapon. I might need to compare it to the Cleo mace, because the RTX Crusher might actually be a really good weapon to use. And now we'll close it out with our leader. Oh, here's the signal antenna. Kinda looks ghetto if you ask me. What is that lawn gnome doing there? I'm getting distracted. Anyways, so we accomplished quite a bit today. We got the replacement for Gregory, obviously immediately pulling his weight, giving us an additional opportunity to have a outpost. We destroyed quite a few infestations. We were forced to kill multiple freaks. We got that nice kill on the mixed zombie freak horde that had the bloater in the middle of it. Dead on the hit with the explosive rounds, or not the explosive rounds, the fuel bomb, threw it perfectly. So we know that my aim is on point. It was just that stupid signal flare that had, like, it was made out of lead or something. You know, must have weighed like 25 pounds. No, I bet it was Gregory. Gregory just had a bad throwing arm because he was actually a zombie. We got rid of the traitor, Gregory, and we've replaced him with Kilgore. This guy is awesome. You can just tell. His name is Kilgore. Look at that. Amazing. Excellent. The good stuff. Anyways, like this video if it was entertaining, subscribe for future State of Decay 2 content, and remember that you don't have to be good. Wait, yeah. Damn it! Why am I screwing up my slogan? You don't have to be good to get good!